So I did it. Believe me, it's a huge thing because I haven't been able to do it. Even though I've tried to go to bed early, I've woken up like 3 hours later. And for most of my life, I used to always be able to sleep 7 to 8 hours a night, no problem. You know, all this sleeplessness happened, you know, over the last 4 years. My life turned into total fucking hell, you know, worse than usual. I went to bed at 12, a little before 12 actually. Fell asleep within 2 seconds because yesterday I did not take a nap, even though I had only gotten 4 hours sleep the night before. From 4 to 8, I did not take a nap, and I cleaned, and I showered and washed and dried my hair, and I did this, that, and what have you, and I slept 5 hours. Now, that's a huge accomplishment, and the thing is, I'm sure you know, I went to bed at 12, but I was falling asleep on the chair. I could have gone to bed at 10. Would I have woken up at 3 in the morning? Maybe. But I'm happy with 5 hours. A little over 5 hours. I woke up a little after 5. I had to go to the bathroom. I didn't wake up, you know, from a nightmare or something. I woke up having a pee. Because that's actually, you know, part and parcel, or whatever the word is. It's instrumental in my desire to lose more weight. It's all about discipline. I can't be staying up all night sleeping all day. I might like to do that because then I have privacy on the computer. But in the end, no, I don't want to do that. I want to start walking more. Oh my God, a gold star yesterday. He didn't go to the bathroom in the house at all. I mean, we don't know if he was pee, but it was the other day. I was not even dressed, and he lifted his leg on my mom's fake plant. And I said, no. And I didn't. I just threw my coat on and took him out immediately. To pee. These are all things, you know, my mom can't do. But anyway, I am. You want to know why she's dropped 15 pounds? Not in 4 months. Because she didn't lose any weight in the very beginning with the holidays and whatever. She really cracked down on herself in the new year, you know. She's lost 15 pounds in 9 weeks, okay? At her age, you know, on this segment she's on, I mean, that is a fucking unbelievable accomplishment. It's all about discipline. She's not losing 5 pounds in a week. She's losing it slowly. I showed her how to do it. All she has to start doing is exercising a little bit more, and she could lose, you know, more weight if she wants, but she's doing it slowly. I showed her how to do it. It's all about discipline. It's all about discipline. That's it. Her friends, I guess, has put on weight, and she was asking my mom, I heard him on the phone, like, how'd you do it? How'd you lose weight? And my mom didn't even tell the truth. She said, I've lost 15 pounds, you know, in the past 4 months, but I've kept track of it on the calendar. When I first got here, we weren't keeping, I don't think she maintained it in the first couple months. Now, I, on the other hand, have not lost an ounce, but I was staying up all night and eating at 3 in the morning, eating at whatever. I'd be, you know, my mother and I keep each other in line somewhat because I don't feel like pigging out on everything and anything when she's there. She's not going to say anything mean, or sometimes she might just say or eat whatever. At night when she wasn't around was when I was doing it, not doing that anymore. But that's not the reason I need to sleep at night. The reason I need to sleep at night, as I told you, noise happens during the day when she's here. She doesn't leave that often. Her dog makes noise even if she's not here. Her phone makes noise. Okay? I don't wanna, I can't stand the winter, but I survived the winter, and I wanna start walking. I'm gonna buy, I told you, one of those GPS pedometers. It costs $150 that are gonna tell me how much I walk during, okay, so no more staying up all night and sleeping all day. That's out. I had to break the pattern though, I couldn't do it. Because sometimes I couldn't fall asleep or stay asleep or whatever. 5 hours is good, I'll take 5. And actually I might fall back to sleep. I'm reading my Maryland book, you know. Was it The Many Lives? The Many Lives, Marilyn Monroe, Sarah, by Sarah Churchwell and whatnot, okay? That might put me to sleep, but I might fall back to sleep. But that is step 1, because I've valued my sleep, and I used to always be able to sleep. I never had a problem with insomnia. I could always sleep. This was just, 4 years of my life. Trying to talk like that. 4 years and 3 months. December 4 months. November 4th. 2008 until now. But when my mom's friend asks her that, I tell her, Mom, you don't have a husband, you don't have a boyfriend, you don't go out to eat. I prepare us healthy meals that have fiber. You have special cave shakes sometimes. And you don't binge, you don't pig out, If your friend lost a lot of weight, she didn't lose it from stress. Stress caused her to eat. Okay, it's fine. But my mom's in a different reality, and I've trained her that you have to be consistent. Like yesterday, she went with her sisters, and she had pie and whipped cream. So, because you have pie and whipped cream, she decided that day would be the day that rather than have, tuna and mayonnaise and whatnot, which she has sometimes for lunch, or eggs, she just had the shake. It's called balance. And I'm proud of her. She was always thin. She wants to be thin. I taught her how to do it. We didn't go on a diet. She used to do the Susan Summers diet, and she lost weight when she was heavier. Now she's almost down to what she wants to be, She did it slow, and it wasn't a diet, so I tell her it's a lifestyle change. You have to want it. Also, you have to want it bad enough. You have to not do the ridiculous things that I had a friend do that my mom knew, and that my mom's friend does. My mom's crazy friend. Believe me, I can label her that. She'll just starve herself, continuously starve herself. She doesn't eat healthy. We eat all kinds of healthy. My mom will have her special K cereal or shredded wheat or oatmeal for breakfast. She doesn't really eat in between meals. If she's going to eat in between meals, she'll have a yogurt or a piece of fruit or a hard-boiled egg. I taught her about the hard-boiled eggs. I said, hard-boiled eggs have like 80 calories in them. I believe I'm right about that. Hard-boiled eggs are not. She's like, really? I didn't know that. Yeah, Mom. I make healthy meals. I'm not a cook by any means, but I can throw things together that taste good. I'll throw together ground turkey, a can of pinto beans, a can of black beans, a package of my sweet peppers, 1 sweet pepper, whatever the mama will cut up, onion, celery, and brown rice or quinoa that I recently discovered. It's supposed to be really good, high in fiber. I'll throw all that together with a ton of spices, and garlic, and mix it all together. And it doesn't have to be ground turkey. It can be chicken breast. It can be chicken thighs, and we get 2 meals out of that because it makes a big giant pan. Okay. We'll have salad and we'll sometimes have full fat dressing. But like I said, she's dropped 15 pounds, and I've maintained my weight. And the only reason I didn't drop weight is A, I don't have much left to lose, and B, I didn't exercise at all, barely at all, and C, I go on binge eating sometimes. Okay, right as at night I might just want to eat a bunch of stuff, but gonna nip that in the bud. I'm not gonna stay up all night anymore. And it's gonna not be winter anymore. I'm gonna be walking home more because I don't want to go to the bathroom on the floor. I want to train him too. It's all about discipline. Weight loss is not about I'm on a diet and I'm gonna starve myself and I might drop 5 pounds fast and then I'm not on a diet anymore and I'm gonna start eating whatever I want. It's a lifestyle change. You make small changes. I got my mom off butter and cheese. Okay? Got her off butter and cheese. We still butter sometimes. There's butter in there. I'll put a little butter on my vegetables. Sometimes I'll feel like butter and bread. I'm not really crazy about 501 bread. I actually like her little wheat things that she buys. But we have 501 bread in there too. And we have treats. We have our Skinny Cow ice cream sometimes. I've bought a little fat vanilla ice cream that I make her a little treat with blueberries, almonds, and fat-free Ready Whip on it. You know, a little treat. Can't have it all the time, but you know, she eats fruit. Believe me, if she dropped 15 pounds in 9 weeks at her age, and I know that for a fact. I know it for a fact, okay? I can see it in her physique, but I wrote it down, you know. We write everything down. I write everything down about my weight. But like I said, I didn't lose weight, but I didn't gain either. Kept my weight within a pound or two for months. And so she wants it. She deserves it. She wants to be skinny, she can be skinny. And no one has a right, like they were doing when she was working, saying you're getting too skinny. She's not too skinny. She's not too skinny. I know, but she looked really good. She didn't look emaciated. People are jealous. But she listens because she doesn't understand. But, you know, and I appreciate her cutting up all those peppers and onions because I wouldn't do it. Although I discovered frozen peppers, and she's like, this kind of tastes the same. I'm like, I know, but it's good for you cutting up all those peppers. You only do it once a week. And onions, it takes you a little for an hour, but it's good for you, Mom. It shows you discipline, and then you contributed to the meal, you know. You cut all that stuff up. I really appreciate it. And we get a 2-day meal. 2-day meal with actually, because it has beans in it, you know, I heard from Hope, you know, Hope taught me that beans don't last forever, so after 2 days I'll put it in the mister, the extra, and put it in the freezer, you know. So we get 2 main meals, but we also can have it a little for lunch or a little whatever. And I'm gonna make soup. That's my next thing I'm gonna do, probably this week. You know, I'm gonna make soup. Hope used to make soup noodles, Mom, and it was delicious. Just basic. I'm gonna make basic soup. My mom will cut up onions, and I'm gonna make soup with ground turkey, brown rice, package of carrots, a whole bunch of onions, celery. So it's gonna be celery, carrots, onions, brown rice, spices, and bouillon, chicken bouillon, and package of ground turkey. Simple and delicious. I told my mom, I'm like, you know what? At some point, you're going to get as skinny as you want to be, and then you're going to have to eat a little bit more each day so you don't get too skinny. But I taught her she doesn't have to go on a specific diet. I guess she's gone on specific diets before and lost the weight. She went on the Suzanne Summers diet. She went on a kind of peanut butter diet. I don't know. I taught her you don't have to do that. It's all about balance. You might go out with your friend to eat at pig out at one meal. You eat less at dinner that night. So you go out for lunch. You eat less at dinner. You might have a bad day where you just felt like eating, and you maybe don't eat as much the next day. It's all about balance. All about discipline. Okay? I'm big on discipline. I keep track of everything. You know. I'm happy. I slept a little over 5 hours. I'm going to read my book, and maybe I'll go back to sleep for a little while. You never know. I'm not going to force it. I'm going to try reading my book and see if it makes me sleepy. But I'll take 5 hours. Believe me. Because I know the second I start exercising more during the day and leave and do this, that, and go shopping and do this, that, whatever, and walk, I'll be exhausted. And last night I couldn't move. Omar was on me, and I was petting him. If that hadn't been the case, right when it hit 10, seeing I was barely staying awake for Grey's Anatomy when she turned me on, I would have gone to bed by 11. I would have started getting ready for bed and been in bed before 11. But as it stood, I actually fell sound asleep on the chair with Homer in my lap, and ultimately didn't wind up in bed till 12. That's alright. It's okay. Because I was exhausted even before that. I didn't have to force it. I didn't have to lay here and please let me sleep. No. I was asleep within a minute or two. And that's good. That's good because that is instrumental in not only weight loss, but just in overall health. Okay? Your overall health and well-being, you need to sleep. I never had any problem sleeping up until the last few years of my life. Just went spiraling downward and never stopped. Okay? So it's good. It's good. And I'm not forcing my mom to lose weight in any way, shape, or form. She wants to do it. Oh, I got her drinking water, too, because she was not drinking water. That's another thing. You drink water, and it fills you up, and you don't eat more. You know, 'cause a lot of times we eat when we really just thirsty. Okay, I got her doing that. And I got in her case a little bit, and she writes it down. 1 water, 2 water, 3 water, 4. Okay? I'm drinking a shitload of water. It's all about discipline. It's how you lose weight. Even a star will tell you that. You have got to be disciplined. You have to make every day the object of, that you don't want to put on weight when you're trying to maintain your weight, or you want to lose weight. Because my mom did it slowly, but she is doing it, and I'm going to be more proud of her. And it's what she wants. Like I told her last night, you don't have to lose weight if you don't want to. You can be fat if you want to. She wasn't even ever fat anyway. She's never been what you'd consider obese in her life. Maybe she's tall like me, she's shrunk because she's in her 60s, but I'm 5'9.5" in bare feet, and I think she was always just a half an inch or an inch shorter than me. So now maybe she's a little shorter, but she's doing it. I'm proud of her. I tell her so. She needs to feel proud of something, she hates the stigma that's always been on her head about her mental illness and going crazy and being sectioned, having the police drag her away. How many times has a poor woman experienced that? Even just a few years ago. Not even a few years ago. 3 years ago. Police come knocking at your door, and they determine because your family member has reported you that you're acting erratically or whatnot, and it's awful. I don't have to have experienced it because I never have. I would tell you if I had. I'd tell you everything. God. But I can imagine it based on what her accounts of it, There you have it. I slept 5 hours, a little over 5 hours. And I want to read my book. Who knows? Maybe I'll feel sleepy. And I want to read the book, for not very long and fall back to sleep, or maybe I won't. The key is to not nap during the day. Yeah, that's the key. Don't nap during the day. Then I literally cannot sleep at night when I nap during the day. It's getting warmer out. I mean, not yet, but it's gonna. Soon it's gonna be spring. It's okay. I'm helping her. I mean, I get upset sometimes. Remember, I never had kids. I don't know how to deal with kids, and she behaves like a kid. We know that, I'll give you an example, she knows something's in the refrigerator, okay? She knows it's in there. Some alien didn't pop in and take it away. We know it's in there. She'll sit there and be like, I can't find it, or I can't. Mom, you know it's in there. You cannot just think something's gonna pop out. You have to move stuff around. I can't find it. I ignored her that day when she does that, and I forced her to do it herself, and lo and behold, What do you think happened? She found it. She wanted me to run out there and find it for herself, right? She's a little kid. She found it herself. Last night she fucked up the TV. I've showed her tons of times where how you change it from DVD. It's very simple, by the way. DVD back to TV. She's like, babe, why can't you just change it back to TV after you watch a DVD? Mom, I could, but I might not always remember, okay? I'm not Miss Perfect any more than you are. I've told you how to do it, and she fucked it up, and it took her 10 minutes, and I wouldn't help her, but she did it herself. I said, what if I wasn't here, Mom? What if you were watching a DVD, you know? Fill in the blank, a friend or whatever, onto his cancer, and they might give you a DVD if I'm no longer living here. You know, you need to know how to do that. Mom, we missed part of 2.5 Men. I was pissed because it wasn't a repeat. You know, we missed the first 10 minutes because it took her a while to do that. I had put the TV on and not time to watch 2.5 Men. Or, no, I had said this, you put it on. I was cleaning up or doing something from dinner. I don't know what I was doing. Was I frustrated sitting there missing 2.5 Men for 10 minutes? Yeah. Was I gonna do that for her? No. She needed to figure it out herself. I said, okay, well. And at one point she sat down, I can't do it. I'm like, fine, we'll never watch TV again, Mom. She did it, didn't she? Doesn't matter if I miss 2.5 Men because I'm gonna rent 2.5 Men like I was doing before. Okay, I already rented the first 2. I rented the first year. I completed the first year. I don't think I got to the second year yet. Now I'm going to check over it again. So yeah, I've never had kids. I'm dealing with my 66-year-old mother who behaves like a kid. Who's on psych meds and who just her age, like my shelter friend said, you know, that's what happens to some people. It doesn't happen to my mom's friend, who's her same age, because when she took me to the vet, the angel and I was explaining to the vet, blah, 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 whatever, and like my mom's elderly, and my mom's friend took offense. She's like, hey, I'm her age. I'm like, alright, I'm sorry. Older, but you know, you're different than my mom in a million ways, you know. So it's not easy for me. You know, mean people, mean person, whatever accusing me. You know, you know, you be careful. Your mom's mentally ill, and I'm sure it's not easy dealing with the likes of you and snide and on her high horse or whatever. Oh, and dealing with my mom is a piece of cake. I don't have the best patience in the world. I yell sometimes at my mom. I do, and I apologize, okay? When she does things that just astound me, you know, but I'm doing the best I can, too. And that's what my fucking real friends out here in cyberspace realize. Not the little one month she'll be like one video, oh, I am so happy you're seeing a therapist and that's gonna blah 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 whatever, and then a couple months later, you can't possibly be watching this video and not think you're anything but batshit crazy and that and you watch out for your mother because it can't be easy dealing with the likes of you. But oh, fuck you, okay? My real friends understand and see instantly that I am doing the best that I can as well, okay? I'm doing the fucking best that I can under the circumstances. I've been doing the best that I could, okay? I've been doing the best that I could. I didn't become a drug addict or something and, you know, and have to go into rehab and then they can't blame anyone but themselves. Okay, a lot of things happened to me that were beyond my control. Happened in my life that definitely affect me, okay? I'm doing the best that I can. I'm helping her way more than I'm quote-unquote hurting her. She's thrilled to have me here. She tells everybody.